Welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. You're watching the Rajya Sabha News with me, Frank Pereira. Here are the headlines. Retiring members recount nostalgic memories and the Rajya Sabha chairman underscores significance of their contributions. Prime Minister, Leader of the House and Leader of the Opposition extend their best wishes to the 60 MPs. Retiring Deputy Chairman PJ Kurian expresses concern over disruptions and slipping standards of debate. Prime Minister Ru's protests have denied retiring members chance to participate in debates on crucial bills. Ghulam Nabi Azad says lawmakers have kept democracy alive. Distressed by disruptions in the Rajya Sabha, Chairman Venkaiah Naidu says rules of procedures and conduct of business need to be reviewed. Discloses that Rules Committee will discuss the issue and hold a general discussion. Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu bid farewell to the retiring members of the Rajya Sabha on Wednesday. Praising their contributions, he also voiced grave concern over repeated disruptions in the House. Urging the MPs not to erode the polity, the chairman underscored the need to accord adequate representation to women in parliament and legislatures.
Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu bid farewell to the retiring members of the Rajya Sabha on Wednesday. He also expressed anguish over repeated disruptions and said he was deeply perturbed by the way some members conducted themselves. Making an emotional appeal, the chairman urged members to conduct themselves with dignity, as he recounted the sacrifices of soldiers who were posthumously honoured with the Shaurya Chakra by the President on Tuesday for sacrificing their lives for the nation.
On one hand, I have witnessed a very high quality of debates on several occasions. And on the other hand, I am filled with sadness at the disorderly, indisciplined, intemperate conduct of some of us. In this current session, I had on several occasions appealed to the good sense of the political parties, their leaders and the members to ensure that smooth functioning of the House. I must confess that I am deeply perturbed at the way we have been conducting ourselves. Disruption should not become part of political tactics, and the House has often become the theatre of protest of politics. In democracy, there is agreement and there is disagreement. Agree to disagree, nothing wrong in it, but there is a way. I would like to see a more constructive engagement with public issues in the future and a behavior that befits the dignity and the stature that people of this great country have bestowed upon us. Let us not further erode the quality of our polity. Let us leave a legacy of powerful ideas. We are supposed to be models for others. We are the upper house. The entire country, from schools to municipal bodies to local bodies to legislatures, they will be looking to us for guidance. And we have enough merit here.
The Vice President also praised the contribution of women members and underscored the need for greater representation of women.
It is a matter of concern that despite the stellar contribution made by many women members, they still constitute only 11.7% of the total membership of the House. 6 of our women members are retiring this time and 2 of them are returning to the House. Besides, 3 new women members will be entering the House. As against this, in 2016, when an election, while 10 women members retired, only 3 women members got elected. It is ironical that even though the Rajya Sabha is proud that it has passed the Women's Reservation Bill way back in 2010, seeking better representation of women in legislative bodies, there is still a very low representation of women in this House. While expressing my heartfelt appreciation for the valuable contribution and services rendered by our women members, I hope that all political parties would appreciate that providing adequate representation to women in Parliament and state legislature has to be accorded priority.
Chairman Naidu also stressed that all members were equal for him and that he had no hard feelings for anyone. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Leader of the Rajya Sabha Arun Jaitley and Leader of the Opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad also bid farewell to the retiring members and praised their contribution to parliamentary democracy. The House also bid adieu to Deputy Chairman PJ Kurian.
Please.
Retiring Rajya Sabha member and Deputy Chairman PJ Kurian appealed to the government and the opposition to find a solution to the impasse in Parliament and raise the standard of discussion.
We should introspect ourselves and find out how we can improve it. I'm not only saying one side. Government also has a responsibility. Government should also be responsive. Government should also be more accommodating. So it is not, I don't want to blame any of the side. We are all equally responsible, this side and that side. Every member is equally responsible. Honorable Chairman's indignation is justified, rightly justified. My only appeal is, yes, we should let us think about it. Let us come together, rack our brain, find out a solution so that the level of the parliament, level of the Rajya Sabha is not degenerated to the extent we see today.
Leader of Rajya Sabha Arun Jaitley described the retirement of members as a nostalgic occasion.
Sir, during our membership, we've developed great relationships with each other. And one of the great strengths of this house is that we've learned to respect each other's opinion. And that is why, despite all the emphasis on the noise and the disturbance that has been pointed out, the greatness of this house is that work still goes on. And eventually it is able to accomplish a very large part of the work itself.
Bidding farewell to the retiring MPs, leader of the opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad asserted that democracy is alive due to parliament.
आज हम विपक्ष में आवाज उठाते हैं। ये शायद टेलीविजन पे खराब लगता हो, बहुत सारे लोगों को, देखने वालों को खराब लगता हो, लेकिन शायद देश को मैं इस सदन के द्वारा पूरे पार्लियामेंटेरियंस की तरफ से ये बताना चाहता हूं कि इस देश में अगर लोकतंत्र को किसी ने जिंदा रखा है तो पार्लियामेंटेरियन और लेजिस्लेचर्स ने जिंदा रखा है।
Several MPs from 17 states in the upper house are retiring over the next few weeks at the end of their tenure. Priti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha Television. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also bid farewell to retiring members of the Rajya Sabha on Tuesday. He said the country will not forget their services. He also lamented the disruptions and said it would have been good if the retiring members could have been a part of the historic upcoming bills like the anti-triple talaq bill.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi bid farewell to retiring members of the Rajya Sabha on Tuesday. He said it was unfortunate that the retiring members will not be a part of the decision-making process when the triple talaq bill will be taken up.
अच्छा होता आप जाने से पहले कोई महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय में बहुत ही उत्तम प्रकार की भूमिका निभा करके आखिर में कोई उत्तम चीजें छोड़ करके जाने का अवसर मिल गया होता तो आपको एक विशेष संतोष होता, लेकिन शायद इस सदन का ही कारण रहा कि आप उस सौभाग्य से वंचित रह गए। कल तो लग रहा था शायद आज ये भी मौका छूट जाएगा, लेकिन चेयरमैन श्री ने काफ़ी मेहनत की, सबको समझाने का प्रयास किया, सबको साथ लेने का प्रयास किया। श्रीमान विजय जी भी लगे रहे। आखिर के ये संभव हुआ कि आज सभी जाने वाले सदस्य अपनी भावना प्रकट कर पाएंगे, लेकिन फिर भी किसी महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय में जो योगदान, जो इतिहास जिसको हमेशा याद रखता है, वो सौभाग्य आप में से जाते समय वाला, बीच में तो आपको जरूर अवसर मिला है, उसका आपने उपयोग भी किया है, वो एक छूट गया है। ट्रिपल तलाक जैसे महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय जो हिंदुस्तान के आने वाले इतिहास में बहुत बड़ी भूमिका अदा करने वाले हैं, उसका निर्णय करने की प्रक्रिया से आप वंचित रह गए।
Prime Minister Modi also said that his own office will always be open for outgoing MPs.
जो सभी माननीय आदरणीय सदस्यगण जा रहे हैं उनको शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। मैं आपके साथी के नाते आपसे ये आग्रह करूंगा कि आप ये मत मानिए कि सदन के दरवाजे बंद होने से इस पूरे परिसर के दरवाजे बंद होते हैं। आपके लिए इस परिसर के दरवाजे खुले हैं, प्रधानमंत्री का कार्यालय खुला है। देश के लिए हित में आपके मन में जब भी जो भी विचार आए आप जरूर आए। मुझे अच्छा लगेगा आपको सुनने का, आपको समझने का, और आपके विचारों को जहां भी होंगे आप योगदान देंगे, मैं उसको आगे पहुंचाने का जरूर प्रयास करूंगा।
Prime Minister Modi also said the upper house with all its senior members had a unique significance and played a key role in policy formulation. Priti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
Distressed by the ongoing disruptions in the Rajya Sabha, the chairman has decided to review the rules of procedures and conduct of business of the House. Chairman said that the issue will be discussed with the Rules Committee and a general discussion will be held on it.
Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu said he will review the rules of the upper house in order to minimize disruptions. Chairman Naidu said the matter will be discussed in the Rules Committee and changes will be made as per consensus.
I have already decided to have a review of the rules of Rajya Sabha, and once the draft is prepared, then it will be discussed in the Rules Committee, and then finally, after general discussion, then we'll move in the direction what Rahman Khanji has mentioned.
Article 118(1) of the Constitution allows both houses of Parliament to make their own rules to regulate their procedures and business. Rajya Sabha adopted rules to regulate its procedure and conduct of its business on 2nd of June 1964. The rules came into effect from the 1st of July. With time, a few amendments were made to the rules of Rajya Sabha. For instance, on the 26th of November 2014, the 13th report of the Committee on Rules were adopted. It shifted the time of the question hour from 12 noon to 1 p.m. from the earlier 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Veteran Congress leader and retiring member of the House K. Rahman Khan also said in his farewell speech that the House should pay attention to the rules and procedures of the Rajya Sabha. He said it was time to change the existing rules of the House.
रूल्स बहुत पहले बने हुए हैं, रूल्स को बदलाने की तरफ, जैसा कि अब यहाँ कहा गया, ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट हाउस ऑफ कॉमन में कभी एडजर्नमेंट नहीं हुआ, डिस्ट्रप्शन नहीं हुआ, तो क्यों हमारी पार्लियामेंट में डिस्ट्रप्शन होता है? इसके तरफ आने वाले दिनों में राज्यसभा को इसके ऊपर गौर करना पड़ेगा.
Other members also raised the issue of frequent disruptions and suggested that the House should follow examples set by the House of Lords and the House of Commons in Britain, where there are no disruptions.
In the last 6 years, roughly 48% of the time of the House during all these sessions that I have said was wasted in disruption. Disruption as a kind of a semi-permanent strategy should not be allowed. Look at the House of Commons, there is no adjournment for a single day. House of Lords, it is unimaginable. We have to make certain arrangements for that. Mr. Chairman, sir, those who do not enter the well should be looked after well by you.
After assuming charge as chairman of the Rajya Sabha, M. Venkaiah Naidu recommended a major change in the proceedings of the House. He asked members to refrain from using colonial words like beg while tabling the papers and reports. With input from Arvind Kumar Singh, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that's it on this newscast. Good night.